And hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. Hello, welcome to another late night howling. And as you can see, we're going to be playing some vampire now. If you, yeah, there you go, perfect. So the game was a bit of a run. Right, so we're going to just turn that down a little bit. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully you can still hear the music, guys, because I don't want you to miss out on any of the noise like in game. Sorry if you can just hear a plane flying over then. To another late night howling, everyone, and thank you very much for tuning in. I know it's late, but unfortunately this is when I finish work and I want to do more streaming, so here we go. So as you can see, we're going to be playing some more vampire. If you didn't see the last vampire that I did, it's because it's on my first impressions playlist. So after tonight I'm going to put that video up there along with this one, and first impression was going to be on first impression, this one's going to be on its own playlist. So if you want to see how we started this off, just head there and you can watch it there, and then you can carry on watching the playlist from there. And if it gets enough attention, then obviously I'll try and figure out how I can link it so that it's all in the same playlist. But that's only for people like me, so hit that like button. But anyway, enough of me trying to shit myself. We're going to go straight into the game now. So you can hear. So if you can hear me, give us a thumbs up in the chat, please. Just want to make sure that the music isn't drowning me out. So let's go. We'll put my headset on just one moment. Does some bit loud, doesn't it? Could just be because I'm listening to it on the laptop, so hopefully it's the case. But I am going to turn down the music, so there we go. This is where we left off last time, Act 1, Night Shift. I'm not going to spoil it for any of you who haven't seen last stream, so I will keep my lips tightly locked on that one. So we're going to continue on, but before we do, I'm going to go into options, audio, and turn down the goddamn music, because it's so bloody loud. I'm going to put it down to hopefully you can hear me fine, because I can hear me alrightish via the laptop, but I'm not 100% sure. Right, let's leave it at that. Right, why did I do that? Open that up. Stop being a twig. God damn it. Right. Enough's enough. No more mucking about. Let's get on with this. To the Naught Shift. So, blood quality. The amount of XP you get from citizens you choose to embrace is directly linked to your blood quality. In other words, if I bite them I get XP. And from what I've heard about this game, the harder it gets is basically there's no difficulty rating, except if you don't drink blood, it gets a lot harder. And hello Joe, and welcome to the stream. I've only just started, so you haven't missed anything. Hopefully you can hear me. Oh, hello Blue Jacket, and welcome back. Hello buddy. How's it going in for where were you in your neck of the woods? I'm fine, thank you very much, Joe. You're a busy chat tonight, haven't we, people? Of course you'll shatter them. Unlike me, you don't stay up until God knows what time. Hurry up and load game, please. I don't want to end up being stuck on a loading screen forever. That's fair enough, so you can hear me perfectly fine then. So you've been busy, Blue Jacket? Oh, hang on, here we go. Pembroke Hospital, district status, healthy. So, all I'm going to say is we are playing as one Dr. Reed, Jonathan Reed. We are a blood specialist and we got bitten. And now a friendly doctor has taken us into his hospital and has kind of asked us to work the night shift as a cover of why we're, you know, vampires and all that. Oh, fair enough. Oh god, I am being summoned. Refill all my ammo, please. I have a pistol. Oh no, also this is during after World War One, just so you know. Oh my Jesus Christ, woman. Yes, Nurse Swansea, sorry.
Dr. Swansea asked me to collect you, Dr. Reed. Hurry up.
I am here, god
Yes,
damn
Nurse
woman.
Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
What's wrong?
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
There's nothing here. The room is off limits. Oh, because obviously we don't want her to find out that we're a vampire. Yeah, that's quite a funny thing, yeah. I'm a blood specialist. I drink my blood. So far we haven't drunk anyone except vampire hunters who tried to kill us, so... yeah, there you go. There's nothing here, the room is off limits, no antiseptics at all.
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
Oh,
You have
shit,
been
I
away
did
too long,
not
Doctor.
mean to talk
With the
like that.
war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
I
get
may
so
have a
bad.
solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital.
That
A
was
small
Dr.
door at the end of a narrow
Swansea.
street.
That's-
On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
I'm sorry, I forgot your name. What's your name again? Nurse...
Yes, Doctor?
What is your name? Nurse Crane. I'm sorry.
That's all for
let's
now,
go.
Nurse Crane. Thank you.
How's school been, Blue Jacket? And how's everyone in your house, your brothers and all that? Right, so now we've got to try and find the morgue where the dead people are. So let us go down the stairs then. This looks like a storeroom. What are you talking about, woman? There's no luxury here for storage. What's he said, you stupid broad? Right, let's have a look. Is this the way? Am I heading the right way? Oh shit! I should have taken my medicine.
It's locked, all right.
Right, enter the old morgue. I'm gonna have to use my vampire powers, aren't I?
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Oh god. That's like a feral vampire, isn't it? Wait, get the fuck out of here, you. This ain't a place for you. Fuck you. This is your hospital. I'm a doctor. I'll help you. By cutting your bloody head off, you chemic. Oi, oi, what are you doing? Oi, oh my god, I'm drinking the blood. There's someone there drinking someone, you shit. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Bloody plates, there we go, dodge. Oh, no. Go you. Get on the floor. You big twat. Oh. me. I am a doctor. Watery, sturdy blood sample. They were feasting on something. What's this? Photography in a wallet. A photography of a smiling and loving couple with a few words written on the back. Milton and Pippa forever. Oh, damn. And that's Milton, the ambulance driver. And back there, in these days, I think the ambulances were horse and car. So local investigation. A new citizen investigation is available. Press this button to open a local investigation. Okay. So, citizen investigations. Citizen investigations are displayed here, categorized by district. You can start a new citizen quest by tracking it with the with X, then access your map to locate the area. Okay, cool. So we'll do that in a little.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Fair enough. Is everybody still able to hear me? Because I can't see the chat moving at all. Hello? Right, oh, you wanted a watery blood sample. Right, so we'll go in the back. So there were spherals here, or scowls. I mean, I can understand why. Dead bodies, still blood, so... Ugh. Lovely. Do I still have my guns? Yes, I do, Mr. Timmy. Let's enter this damn place. I know you can hear me fine, I was just wanting to make sure everyone was still there. If you're not strong enough, remember that the blood of citizens is the fastest way to evolve. You can fuck off, I'm not drinking random people. Unless they're arseholes. Oh god. Oh. No. There we go, loaded. One thing I'll say about this game is the loading times aren't exactly enjoyable. The old morgue, district healthy. Okay, so the old morgue is least healthy, we know that. Right, find useful medical ingredients in the old morgue. Find some ferrous tartarate. Find some quinine, and find some sodium hydrochloride. Chloride. I'm gonna make something out of chemicals, children. I'm a doctor, you can trust me, he says while biting into your arm. Right, found some glass vials, and we know there's skulls in here because we just heard them screeching around. And this isn't exactly fun to be playing now because I've been watching this TV show called Van Helsing, and yeah, it's basically apocalypse. The world has been taken over by vampires, so this just makes it even better. Right, let's check this room. Gotta try and remember the buttons now. Oh, that's me pulling out my weapon. Oh, that's me using my powers. That's not good. No. No. Right, how do I... That's how I'd use the blood. Or shadow sight or whatever it is. Glass vial. One thing I don't like about this game is I can't sneak around. No, there's nothing in this room. Oh, I just thought I saw something. To think we've been right next to a bunch of bloody vampires. This old blood. Oh dear, there is blood. That is not good. I'm not not sure. I wonder whether Dr. Swansea would know that there's vampires there. If that's the reason why he's locked it off. But if that be the case, then why not lock the entire place off? Maybe they're locked in the basement and only those few got out. Some shillings, alright, governor. Anything else in here? What's the bet on what we want is more downstairs than anywhere else. Yeah. So there's stuff upstairs and there's stuff downstairs, so right, let's get to it. Oh, no, that's what we're going to do. We'll go upstairs first. Yep, there's one. Rogue skull. Not resistant to shadow or blood attacks, that's cool. Yeah, but I've not like coagulated blood. Any blood that you'd find here would be really stodgy and hard to move around because it's not being pumped through the body constantly, so it's not being made into a more liquid state. It's gone into a more like solid kind of liquidy state. Because obviously it's not being like constantly pumped through the body, so it's not getting heated by being pumped. I'm assuming. I have no idea. Oh god, you can hear it. I don't like that. Oh.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Maybe it's just been here for a lot longer than you really know, Doctor. So this is one of the items we need. Some quinine and some glass vials. More shillings. Anything else up here? There's...
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
And some bottles of alcohol, which will be good for cleaning out wounds. Because nothing beats cleaning out a cut or a scrape than bloody alcohol. Oh shit. Oh, hi. I'm just getting used to the mechanics of this. I remember that stamina's an actual thing. This. Right. Let us have a look in this room a bit more. No, there's nothing in there. There's a dead man over here. Oh, this is one of the blooming vampire hunters. Shit, so... are those... Is that the reason why there's so much actual, like, normal blood?
It's locked.
Oh, that door's locked. What about this one? This one? Can I... Nope. Nope. Door does not want to be opened. Fine. You know what? Don't want to open you either. Also, I'm going to change my weapons because it's being a bit too slow for my liking to actually use that, so I'm going to use bludgeon as a scythe. I've got a machete and I'm going to give myself a bone saw because I'm a goddamn doctor. And in my other hand, I want to give myself a shotgun. So that'll be my Y, that's me X. Oh shit. Didn't expect to be just suddenly shoot then. Right, so there's the other item. Oh, for fuck's sake, Daniel.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Alright, so got everything we need from up here. Oh, hang on. There's another set of stairs that lead further up. Oh, look. Ooh. Another dead man. Hello. You alright there, sir? Master Wayne. Nah, he's dead. He dropped dead. I'm guessing everyone's just so intrigued in the game rather than oh shit. Okay, that didn't help. I don't like that. There was a shadowy movement like one of the vampires then. I'm just gonna... I'm not the only one that saw that, right? Also, I'm just going to quickly move the chat down because it's covering up the health bars on my screen, so... Una momento. Right. I'm just going to move a few things around if I can. Probably not. No, I'm streaming, so you know what? We'll leave it for another time for the moment. Sorry about that. Thought I might be able to. So hopefully it isn't a bother that you can't see my health bar. It's just behind the chat there, and you can kind of see a little bit of my quests. So might need to move that around if we continue. So hello. I don't like this. I really don't like this, but down we go into the bloody unknown. Oh. Hello. Right, let's be quiet. So we got one there.
These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Oh, so that's the reason why there's vampires. Skull like a different creature entirely. That's one dead one. Another one of these vampire hunters. I wonder how long they've been here. One in that window. Writhing around like an idiot. You said, look at me, Daddy. I think it was a vampire ghost thing. That's where they like turn into like the air or something like that. Give me up. That jumps out at me other than obviously being bitten on the neck by a bastard skull. So I'm a bit wounded. Right, let's go in the next room then. There's a body on a table here, so either and it's not been devoured like the others. Oh wait, there are bite marks on it though, around the wrists where blood would be pumping through. Not good. Right.
It's locked, all right.
Ooh.
It's locked.
No, I'm not.
It's locked.
Ooh. Use Liston knife. Blood absorb. You just acquired a new type of offhand weapon. Equip it and it. Equip it and press Y to directly absorb blood.
Right.
Oh, cool. So I can now absorb blood through a knife. Cool. Right. So, hang on. Oh, that's why. It's either it's for my offhand weapon, so that's like my stake in it. So that's where I can. Come on. Why are you being annoying? I want you to stop doing annoying shit, you jackanapes. There we go. It's left and right. Okay, there we go. Got him. Fuck's sake, Daniel. There we go. What's it say? So, death report. Office of Pembroke Hospital Medical Examiner. Report of investigation. Descendant Samuel Connor. Race Caucasinoid. Okay. Sex male. Age 39. Home address unknown. Occupation fisherman. Type of death natural. Probable cause of death fast progressing pneumonia by virus induced pulmonary consolidation, Spanish influenza. Examination attendees Dr. Concoran Tibbets, Nurse Gwyneth Bragan, signature name and signature of medical examiner Dr. Concoran Tibbets.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
What do you mean you're gone, Em? And what do you mean you came back? Is your internet playing up?
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report.
Right, finally some ingredients in the morgue, so we still got to find sodium hypochlorite. Right, which is that way. We're finding some stuff, some dirt on these people we're working with. That sounded a lot bigger than a normal goddamn fecking skull. Oh, hi. He's determined to get in that room, isn't he? Let's open this door. So now we know. Now know how that leads out. Right. This is probably where the big thing. Oh, this looks like a bloody boss fight room if ever I did see one. Yep. What? John Doe. Oh shit! What the fuck's wrong with you? Oh shit! Shit. Oh shit. Shame that your internet keeps dying. As you can see, we died. Death is not a wicked thing. A true punishment would be never to know its sweet kiss. I think that's what was at the stairwell. Don't know what it is, but it's a boss and its name is John Doe. Bye bye, cruel world. Is your internet being that bad, AM, that you're just gonna shoot it or something? Sorry if you saw a little lag there. Shit, have I got a... Right, so it puts you right back here, okay? Right. Let's just let these lot be for a moment. How annoying. Alright, let's get some blood then, shall we? Hello, Blue Jacket's little brother. Should you not be watching this, considering... After all, you're not old enough really to be watching this, my friend, and I don't really want you to have nightmares. I do appreciate the support, but don't want you to get in trouble, and also don't want you to end up maybe having any nightmares. Oh, you have been damned. Come on, get away from me. Filthy wretches! I am a vampire, true and strong. Oh, for fuck's sake. Got killed. Thank you very much for the support, Blue Jacket, and I'll see, and little brother, but... one smack. Combat in this is apparently meant to be very brutal, so... Come on, damn it, hurry up. There we go. And right, I'm alive again, and I don't think the knife is working, so I'm going to quickly change to a gun. Because dear God, that was annoying. The revolver there. There we go. There we go, look at that. I can now pull out a revolver and bang bang shoot him dead. Excuse me. But he was being a lot quicker than the last boss. I think that's because he's a boss. And also Scar's are very like quick. And I'm very new to this game, so learning the combat is rather difficult. Right. Excuse me, do you know where the ward is for the nurse? Hello. I'm going to whack you now. I drink your blood. Tasty blood. Still whacking at that door, good. Thank you. Did you drop anything, sir? Thank you. I do love my dapper outfit in this. You there, sir. There we go. Thank you. I need that for a children later. Blood. He's gonna appear, isn't he? There we go. Shadow stuff he's doing there. quicken. Oh, yes. Got him on the second
These
try.
skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
It's probably because it's so late at night. Right. Did Mr. John Doe drop anything? No, he didn't.
Sodium hypochlorite.
Yeah.
Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Nothing over here. No. Well, thank you, Mr. John Doe. You taught me the art of kicking skull ass. Oh, so I can't go up the normal way. I have to do the vampire teleporty thing. At least we can find out some stuff about our fellow colleagues. Oh, a little crafting table. I forgot about that. Yeah, because this is where we can craft and upgrade weapons and stuff if we have the parts for it. Let us leave this place then. Actually, why would it let me up here? If only there was a workbench up here. That's kind of a bit. It just seems a bit of a waste. Oh, down I go. Out of here. Let's get the fuck out of here. Right. Hang on. There's meant to be a key for that lockbox. What if the key's in here somewhere? Like in one of the little chambers here. Because no offense, it does seem kind of pointless to have all that and a locked box and there's no key. Just saying. I can still hear bloody screaming. There's no one else bloody in here as far as I know. Bleeding bloody hell. Oh, there we go. There we go. Watery, rich blood sample and an enigmatic formula. Whatever that means. Enigmatic? What the bloody hell you on about, little dimmy? I'm enigmatically telling you to shut the front door for 5 minutes. As you can tell, I'm trying to be a bit more polite with my language. Come on. There's got to be something else here. Oh, this is all just old waste. Oh, hang on. There's a sink shine then. Oh no, it's just a sink. Okay then. What a letdown. God damn it. I've once again being tricked by sinks. Curse your sink scum, you absolute bastards. Right, let's see. Mr. Mate here is still on his last minutes. So we've got a glass vial there. Anything else? Ooh. Oh, it's our reflection. Oh, fuck me, that made me jump out my skin then. I just saw, oh god, there's movement. What the hell's going on here? Anything in the crate? No. Really, I shouldn't have a reflection, should I?
It's locked.
God damn it. Can't you lockpick? Aren't you a good... Aren't you a Londoner? Don't you know how to use a bloody lockpick? God almighty. Call yourself a Londoner. Right, let's go in here. Some more shillings, that's cool. Nothing else. No, not that I can see, so let's just get the bloody hell out of here. He says while looking around the rest of the place. There's more here, I can tell. Oh shit. Alright. Put your hands up. Fuck you. I'm gonna drink you dry, you son of a bitch. Happy time for you. You're gonna be dead. Oh, look at that, you're bleeding on the floor. What a shame. Great, there's more of them. Right. did I come in here? Alright. I've got to go up apparently to get out. I just heard that noise again. I don't like it. Not one blinking bit.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
I want out of this bloody house. Right, gotta try and figure a way out of it. The main doors. Let's have a look. There we go, yep. Out we go. Some enemies, including blind skulls and preachers, will feel your presence while using this ability. If I'm using Shadow Veil, which kind of, I'm guessing, it veils me in shadows. Suddenly went dead in my ears. I think that's it trying to load itself. Still there, mate? Or are you still having issues with your internet? Funny that you're having issues and I'm not, for once. Excuse me. There we go, back in the Pembroke district. What's this? Public notice. Prevent influenza, Spanish. Cover each cough and sneeze with a handkerchief. Walk to work. Do not spit. Drink from your own cup. Avoid crowds. If taken ill, go to bed and send for a doctor. To make a mask, take a piece of ordinary cheesecloth, 8 by 16 inches. Fold it and make it 8 by 8 inches. Next, fold this to make it 8 by 4 inches. The cords around about 10 inches long at each corner. Apply over the mouth and nose as shown in the picture. Issued by the LLC Board of Health. I'll see you later, Joe. Thank you very much for tuning in, though. Really love the support. Alright. And is this the hospital? I think it is, because this is where I end up. Yeah. Right. This upstairs window. Okay. Craft the treatment for fatigue. Go to crafting table. There's no damn antiseptic up here, woman. Right. So, we need treatment for... treatment for bronchitis, treatment for cold, treatment for fatigue. There we go. Need one of it. So there we go. Craft it. Bring the medicine to Dorothy Crane in the patient's room.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
But how am I meant to water it when I can't even bloody get water? Fucking hell. Hell's bells, Dorothy. Right. Yes, Crane is downstairs. Oh, hang on. No, that's not gonna pick up. It's just me getting... I'm like a bloody magpie. I see something shining like... Oh!
You'll be fine. We'll take care of you.
Oh, hang on. Unknown. There's an unknown woman there. What's wrong, nurse?
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, diseases. Diseases decrease the blood quality of citizens. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check the medical status. Okay. Is this the room, I'm guessing? Oh.
So tired.
Good evening, sir.
Will this shift never end?
Doctor.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I'll never go keep anything
No.
from her.
Blood temptation. Remember, citizens' blood will provide you with a massive XP boost. Look for citizens of your mesmerized level or below and choose wisely. Oh, I don't want to drink people's blood, though. That's just cruel and unnatural. Why would I want to drink innocent
You
people's
always knew the words
blood?
to calm the children, Helen.
I'm not wanting to
As for
fuck
me-
off. I don't
Good
want-
evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I don't want-
Can I be of any help?
No, I don't want to talk to you. I'm trying to get
Goodbye,
the
Dr.
chest
Strickland.
behind you. God's sake, man, I'm trying to get here. There we go. I need ingredients, you stupid plonker. Right. So, talk to Edgar Swansea. Oh, wait. Hang on. Let's do what we're meant to do. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
This hospital seems
How
to
are
be
you?
I'm okay.
RB to check the medical status of the citizen. Healing the citizen will increase the blood quality and will reward you with XP. The health status of the district will also improve. So let us check you up.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Alright, don't give medicine. No, give me medicine.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
-1 for treatment for fatigue. Blood quality recovery.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Let's talk
Good
to
evening,
this-
madam.
Who are you?
Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Ooh. She got 2,000 XP. Not gonna try and do that. Right, let's talk. Tell me about your complaints about your reception here.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Oh, for God's sake, just stop getting your knickers in a twist, love. Right.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke
Okay,
Hospital.
so we see
What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Okay.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
That's a bit odd.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Fair enough, I can understand why a woman would care about her son so much.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Fair enough. What are you doing in your life?
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession.
Fair enough.
I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
So what does that mean? Does that mean that, you know...
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Let's talk to Mortimer again.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Okay, fair enough.
Do you need any help?
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but you've done enough already. The rest is up to me now.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Right.
Doctor.
Let's talk to Nurse Clean.
Dr. Reed, may I help you?
Are you in charge? You worked here for long?
For how long have you been working here, Nurse Crane?
I first volunteered at the Pembroke in 1911, a few months after Dr. Swansea was appointed.
And before you arrived here?
If you must know, this was my first job.
Oh, fair enough. Good of you to try and actually
I'll
do
see you
something
later,
that's
Nurse
right
Crane.
with yours. Good on you, Nurse Crane. So Edgar Swansea wishes to talk to us, but I'm interested about this whole... By the way, you have to pay to enter our hospital just to the rich person. Right, so let's have a look at the details of this person. So we got no hints about him. That's the plus next to him. Social circles, we know that he had about his mother. Beatrice questions the Pembroke Hospital's efficiency. Excuse me. Right, where is Nurse Pippa on my list? Ah, Pippa Hawkins, her and matey are an item. Pippa saves beds for patients who can pay. Right, social circle includes our ambulance driver. I forgot to ask her something. Excuse me, Mrs. Goswick. I forgot to ask you something about
Good
that.
evening, sir.
Good
Paying
evening,
for a
Doctor.
bed.
How is my son doing?
Sorry, I don't really care about your son. I just want to talk to you about your behalf about him.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance.
What do you mean?
She managed.
Right, I share your stupor. No, again, I don't share her
Goodbye,
stupor.
Mrs. Goswick.
I understand that they're on hard times, so no offence, manners aren't exactly in hard times. Manners are always the first thing to go out the bloody window. Right, where's Pippa? So there's Milton. There's Dorothy Crane. There's Phil Hallcroft. There's Pippa. Nurse Pippa. You're the one that had a plastic
Good evening,
hand
Nurse
on your
Hawkins.
face last time
Good
I saw
evening,
you, but
Dr.
You don't
Reed.
have that anymore, do you? How is the staff coping? You've been a nurse.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
Okay, fine.
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
I can understand that. Fatigue gets to us all. You're in London. How's the situation here?
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Then we'd all be dead and no one could care about it, would there?
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual. Especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy?
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
So we got a hint about Milton Day.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned. Milton is not the chatty type.
Fair enough. How's your situation?
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients.
Yeah, we heard you say that. You know,
How would you describe this?
It's
I'm going to tell you to get a grip.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry. I'm exhausted.
That's fair enough. Well, nope, nothing I can get.
Goodbye,
hints.
Nurse Hawkins.
So excuse me while I go and now talk to Milton. Milton, why are you banging the nurses, you dirty little scaramanga?
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I found your wallet.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Fair enough. Don't need to pay me off though, mate. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil investigation succeeded. Yay! Can I ask you some personal questions? Your relationship to Nurse Hawkins?
What's going on between
Oh,
you
for
and
fuck's
Nurse
sake,
Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
We could both get bound by despair.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
I can understand that. You could both get fired.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
That is true. I would agree with you on that one. Your blood quality is excellent, Milton. Your mandicore.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues?
Mediocre shit.
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
I can understand that. And I didn't mean to just go up to you, gay. What's your problem, Milton?
I'd like
you
to see your
mediocre
goods.
bastard?
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Tiny common handle part. And Milton's shotgun. How much much money do I have? Only 109. Jeez. Right. And again, back then, having just 109 on me was a lot of money. I'm assuming. Right. So, wrong target. So, let us have a little look at, so night shift succeeded. Done that. Now, what's this about our lovely Mrs. Thelma Howcroft, who has a mental health issue which makes her think she's dead. Social circle includes young Thomas Elwood, who's got, I think, post-traumatic stress syndrome, with the fact that he thinks that he's hurting when he's not. So he is the pillar of the community. Community. That's a community support officer. Right. Oh, hang on. So merchant, hideout, merchant, and wrong target. There we go. So Thelma Howcroft is a delusional patient at Pembroke Hospital who is convinced that she's already dead or undead and trapped inside a rotting body. Despite her obvious mental issues, the woman claims she's being spied on by some men and a woman who want to hunt her down because she is a vampire. If she was referred to the guard of Prewin, I can't take the risk of having these hunters investigate around the hospital. Maybe we should spy on them and protect Thelma Howcroft from those hunters. Alright then.
A giant morgue disguised as a hospital. That's Pembroke nowadays.
I wish I could be sick again.
Let us go and have a little look, because she said that she felt like she's been watched when she was in the guard room, which is near here. So I think I saw. Yep, there's a
I'm
shine.
sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
I like the what's your name? Dr. Chandler. He seems really sweet. He actually reminds me of NCIS, the Dr. Ducky, who talks to the dead and tries to make them have a restful, find rest somewhere. Right. Let's have a wander of the streets, because we're in the we were in the same zone. Now we're not. So can't open that. I do like how you can see into the rooms though, it's kind of nice. Right, let's go around the back here. Wall poster, hang on. What's all this then? Busted in door. So we've got some lead plate and a lead rod from that. Determined what the Prewin agents have discovered. Okay. Seriously, you haven't noticed I'm here yet? Excuse me, are you looking at my bloody hospital? Hello?
It's a leech!
Oh, I'm not a leech, I'm just going to fucking have a word with you. What are you looking at my bloody hospital, you damn arseholes? How dare you call me a leech, sir? I am a citizen of this neighbourhood, and I was just wondering if I could inquire why the fuck you're shooting me, you shit. Wait, you wanna... just stop. Put the damn torch down. Put the damn... Oh, come on, man. I didn't want to do that, but you left me no choice, you bloody nuisance. Right, I'm going to put this... Oh, bullets. I've got some bullets from that. Right, let's have a little look. So, 25th of October, from Guard of Prewin Command Post to East End Patrols. Object, vampire activity, hospital survey, investigate. 3 days ago, one of our new recruits heard a rumour about the presence of a female vampire hiding in the Pembroke Hospital, London East End. All we have is her name, Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech. Then report directly back to us, and we will decide what action should be taken. Oh, there we go. So, find the local command post of the guard of... Oh, right, so now we're going to find that. For God's sake. There we go, that's healed me up a little bit. Right. Out we go. Back onto the streets of London. Oh, London. Right. So that way, is it? Don't worry, Thelma. We will not let them take you. For I'm a vampire, not you. Enter at your own risk. Whitechapel. District status serious. To the citizens of London, curfew, official health warning. Curfew will be sounded at 9 p.m. by the church bells. All citizens must keep off the streets from that time until 5 a.m. Until further notice, a citywide curfew has been implemented. It is imperative that you wear your mask to prevent the spread of infection. If any member of your household becomes ill, inform the authorities immediately. Due to the curfew not opened after 9 p.m. And the gates open, and I can hear what sounds like a skull. Great. You there. Ferocious skull, okay. Oh shit, it's level 18. Blood magic's not gonna hurt me. He was the physical. Oh shit, I did that, didn't I? Or it did to me. Ah shit! Fuck me, one bite dead. So it looks like we'll have to wait a little bit before we look up all that stuff about for Thelma. Gotta level up a bit. Just literally one bite neck, done. Sorry about the loading times, I can't do anything about that, I'm afraid. Sorry if you keep seeing me just go for a can of Pepsi. I am a very thirsty man, and it has been a long day at work. Caffeine is what I need. Close now. And I've just been fucking copyright infringement by the lovely musical I just whistled at you. Right, here we are back at Pembroke. Look, I just suddenly appeared up here. It's as if I'm a vampire. Anything I can do here? Can I upgrade anything? Oh. Sorry, I thought because it was greyed out I couldn't do anything. So I need a common trigger part to upgrade my shotgun. What about me lovely used hacksaw? What do I need for that? I need a common handle part and lead plate, which I have 2 of the common handle part. I just need 1 more, and the same with the lead plate. And what about my pistol and little revolver? Some common trigger parts is all I need. Okay. What else can I make? Oh, hang on. This is stuff I can recycle. Ah, small bag of junk. Got some lead plates out of that. There we go. And we're going to upgrade our hacksaw. If I had the fucking common handle part, I would do that. What about my pistol? No, I still need a common trigger. Anything else? Bloodletting knife. Hope I can upgrade that tiny handle part. Yep. There we go. So now I can either have enhanced handling, so decreased stamina consumption by 10%, or I can have increased blood absorption. That's cool. Right. We'll work on that later. What about the scythe? What does it need if I wanted to use it more? A common handle part, 1 more. Let's see if we can find some common handle parts then. Probably Milton has it. Alright, let's talk to Dr. Edgar because a rat in the hospital. I didn't read that quest earlier. You probably won't be able to see it on the stream because of me camera. But it says talk to Edgar Swansea. So, Dr. Swansea, whatever is the matter?
Please, Jonathan, come in.
That's a bit sinister, walking in and a man's holding a skull.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death.
The skull looks a bit off.
You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
Oh god, I'm spot.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Your words bring comfort. This is no gift. I'm living in a paradox.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
No need to apologize. This is not amusing.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Sanctuary!
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Okay.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors.
Okay.
Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
Oh, right.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Okay.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Right then. Let's talk to the hospital's benefactor. Is there anything... Oh, hang on. As a patient I haven't met yet. There's a door squeaking, not a scream, thank Christ. Oh, letter. Oh, so we got a letter. That Rashesh Shananda, the doctor who's not a doctor. Warning letter. Okay. Dear Dr. Swansea, I must inform you my deepest reservations concerning the Dr. Forrest Strickland and Harvey Fiddick case. Mr. Fiddick has been hospitalized after a severe work injury. He may permanently lose the use of his arm if not treated adequately. Dr. Strickland claims that a surgical procedure may save the man's arm completely. I say it may also sever its functions for good if complications arise. Our young colleague is an audacious and daring surgeon who might prove a great professional in a few years, but for now he lacks the skills to perform such a risky procedure. Need I remind you of the mistakes he made in the past? Since Dr. Strickland refuses to listen to me, I strongly advise you to forbid him to perform such a hazardous experiment. Very respectfully, Dr. Waverly Ackroyd. Great. So we found out a bit about the young doctor's past. So that inexperience maybe, eager to try and prove himself, might be for balancing the man. Well, anyway, let's see if Milton has some handles to then talk to her ladyship. Milton?
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Indeed.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Bang bang, he shot me down. Bang bang. Tiny underpart, common underpart. Thank you. Let's go talk to our ladyship, who is tending to a young gentleman here.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Is this the one? Oh wait, is this the one we met earlier, or is this another one?
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're the bitch that...
You're a vamp. The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air.
Yep. The one who saved me from...
I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
They stabbed me in the head.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
I feel played.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
How?
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
That's going from the prospect of other vampires.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Fair enough.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion.
Oh, bloody hell. Who's been
I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
What do you want of me?
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Fair enough. Is another vampire threatening you?
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Why not sell it? It's just...
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Once again, going off the normal version of a vampire who's just like, I don't care, kill everyone, I'm immortal.
Please continue.
Quite nice to be honest.
Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Oh. Is it true?
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
I need blood too. I just need information. It's only logical.
Excuse my impertinence, your ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion.
Oh, cool.
It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
Fair enough.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Thank you. Right, so I've got a bit more experience. Right. I do wish to evolve, but first let us go and make our weapon a bit more potent. And if you're wondering what I was looking over at there, it was Emma telling me that her internet has died. I don't know what's been going on with the internet of version lately, but it's been playing up a hell of a lot. I mean, I had to hardwire mine in order for it. Well, I say I mean my dad had to. Bless his heart. I really do appreciate it a lot of the things he does for me. Right. Let us up. Right, so that would go to... I know what I'm doing, for God's sake. Right, I'll put it up to 75. There we go, and if we get some aluminium shard, we can upgrade it to enhanced damage. So, increased damage dealt by 10%, or increase blood absorption. So absorb 2.5 blood points when the weapon hits. Oh, nice. There we go. Got upgraded a few of our weapons there. Right. Let us go talk to one Harriet after we've had a little bit of evolving. Because I'm a bit... Damn, look at that face. I've seen so many things. Right. I do want to... Shadow Veil, so what does that do? Toggle, drain your stamina to fade into shadows and become invisible to most enemies. Moving in this state will drain your more stamina. You will exit the shadows if you are attacked or dodge, or when your stamina is empty. Defensive, coagulation. So that's when my blood will go a bit more solid. And then we have our bite abilities and science cartridge bag. Blood capacity. Prowess, so that's increase your stamina. Yes, please. So we're going to put some points into that. Do 2 of them. And then we're going to go to our health and increase that up to 3rd level. That, oh, no. There we go. I am now level 7. Hoorah! And we can't unlock that. We've got 2,000 points. And requires me to be level 8. Okay, fair enough. Right. I'm going to get blood spear while I know why not. Oh. Oh, I don't have enough points, that's why. Okay. Do you want to lose your... No, I don't want to. Confirm. There we go. Oh, hang on. What the hell's going on here? Major district events. Every night, the consequences of your actions may improve or degrade the district's health status. It can also be degraded due to diseases spread among citizens. Major district events have the more lives you take, the unhealthier the district becomes. If a district's health status drops to below critical threshold, it will plunge into chaos. If it is for you to decide a district's fates. Healthy, good. So, Clay Cox has fatigue, treatment for fatigue. Cure with, okay. Everyone else, okay. Just have a little look to make sure. No problems. Good. Let's go deal with that man's fatigue by making a fatigue potion. And everything will be fine. I know what I'm doing. Right, what is this? Treatment for anemia. Uses on Secure 6. It says during a dialogue. Yeah, so on and so forth. Syringes. Regenerate. Let's make some of that. There we go. Got some syringes to keep me healthy. Talk to Harriet in the hospital. First, let's see where Mr. Clay Cox is. Because I asked the nurse to bring him in. Whether she did or not, that is completely up to her, obviously. I will not force a woman to do anything that she is not willing to do. In other words, if she doesn't want to bring the man in, she can not be bloody bothered. That's fine by me. But that's a patient, Daniel. Shouldn't you care about your patients? If he's a prick, he's a prick. I can't help it. Unknown. Oh, that's who we've got to go talk to. Yes, there's no time for self-pity. Okay. Where's that? There he is. Mr. Cox.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Fair enough.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Oh. What a prick.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in the hospital?
Blackmail? That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
Fair enough. So
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
So he should be recovering soon. So he's an unknown. I'm hearing a voice down here.
When I get back, I'll have a word with Tom.
Who the hell are you? Dappe.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but... well, we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend.
I'm guessing that's a fear of rodents. About your friend.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together.
By any chance, was he a Thatcher?
Oswald is... nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
Shell shock.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
So he's healthy, that's good.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
Tell me about
what
yourself.
Can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. We've taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
That's all right, Mr. Newton. Right, so he went along the canal to the sewers, did he? What a arsehole, eh? Oh, no, there's nothing shiny. Nope, can't walk off the edge.
I cannot enter.
Why not? Why am I not allowed to enter? How dare you block my passage with a gate, you bastards! We've got that mission to get on now, but let's talk to one Harriet to see if there's any information that he or she, I don't know whether I've met them yet, but see if there's any information they can give us.
And the suffering continues. Damn. The pain. Here again.
It's a woman. Hello, Miss Harriet, you gossip.
What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Shut up. No, I'm gonna have some bedside manner.
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here. You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're in investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
Okay, then. Pardon the language there. I'm just looking at my face as I said that. So hopefully when this goes on YouTube, this will not be overly done.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
Yeah, well, you are not.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
We know Milton and Hawkins are...
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Let's go talk to Nurse Hawkins.
Fear and disgust on every streetcar.
So... I'm gonna go... Before we do, let's go check on our patient, young Mr. Goswick. Master Goswick, not Mr. because... Oh no, it would be Mr. because his father's passed. Hello, Mr. Goswick. How are you doing today, old bean?
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but you've done enough already. The rest is up to me now.
Okay.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me
So
if you
no
need
change,
any
that's
help.
good. At least.
Don't waste your time with me.
I will not, sir. Have a nice evening.
As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Right. Where's the nearest nurse? Pippa Hawkins, you goddamn trollop.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Not I believe any word this woman says. A strange man visiting nurses.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have said the truth.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Fair enough.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
So Nurse Hawkins wasn't able to help me because what would she know about it if she's with Milton? And she is right. In times like these, finding what little bit of happiness you can find is precious. No offense, I highly doubt Gwyneth is going to be having carnal relations.
Good evening,
She doesn't seem the type.
Good evening, Doctor.
Seems rather stoic, religious. Hospital staff and criminal background.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Oh, you are cryptic, aren't you? Right, let's...
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye,
You won't tell me even if you did.
Call me if you need assistance.
Right. Where's Nurse Crane? There's no offence, at least Nurse Crane will give me a straight bloody answer. Where is she? Where is she? She's down apparently. What the bloody hell? Nurse Crane is this way. Okay. Why is Nurse Crane down here? Oh, find Dorothy in the area. Eavesdrop. So press the left stick to activate your senses. If a citizen is behaving suspiciously, their heart will emit a distinctive glow. By looking at the citizen, you unlock a special interaction. Look for Dorothy Crane. Oh, hang on. Right, let's have a little listen to what you're talking about.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals, or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
What the fuck's going on here? Why is Nurse Crane... What is Nurse Crane up to? And who's this man? Because it didn't seem like... How do they know each other? Retrieve the thug in the sewers, okay, right. Oh, in the sewers, this is where that man, Newton's friend went. So maybe we'll find out if Newton's hopefully alive. Hopefully. Just gonna check something. Sorry I keep checking the sound, it's just I'm always getting paranoid. Just want to try and make the goodest content I can. That's fine, perfect. Excuse me. Wait. I said mutual damn stupid thing. There we go. Right. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. What? Who's saying I can't breathe? Hello? Who are you? Who are you down there? Please tell me he's not being bitten or something like that. Shit! That didn't sound good. There was a person down here.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Oh, great. Rogue skull. There's another one over there. Right. Level 8, so just below, just above me. That's why you upgrade your weapons so you can do more damage. Ooh, damage they are weakest to. Perfect. Oh, I didn't see you there. And you're level 7, so this is going to be samples for me to just take parts. I can still hear a man saying he can't breathe. Who is this gentleman? Right, let's get my pistol out, because shotgun doesn't really help. But when I use my pistol, it does not move right at least. Ooh.
I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air.
Okay, who the hell is talking? Right, so there was a man here, but he says he was just... Right. Blood trail leads that way to between the bars. It looks like there's a feeding ground in there, and whatever the noise was a lot louder than the flipping scowl. Right. Oh, citizen safe. Careful, the endangered citizen may not survive the next night. Go check on him. Claustrophobia.
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air.
He's got claustrophobia. He's in the trench, I don't understand this.
I can't breathe.
Dear friend, are you alright? It's alright, my friend. I'm not here to harm you.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay.
Oswald
Okay,
Thatcher,
I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, yes I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Goodbye. Citizen rescued. You rescued a citizen. He will return to his district the following night. Nice. I'll see you, Oswald. I'm going to see what's in here. Oh, some quinine and clove essence. Nice. Oh.
Are you sure you're all right, sir?
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk to you. I will bid you a good day, sir. The gate is open. Don't mind the corpses. They won't bite you. Not again, anyway. Right, so... some more parts. Some more shillings. And... where's this lead? Oh, this leads out. Shit. If a district's health status drops below the critical threshold, it will plunge into chaos. Citizens will be reported missing, their quests will be lost, and dangerous creatures will begin to roam the streets. Oh dear. What creatures might they be? Come on. Load, you bugger. This is taking an awfully long time to load, and now I really regret pressing A. Sorry about all this loading. Yes, retrieve the fug. Back in we go, for God's sake, Daniel. Let's load again, shall we? Seems to be still going. Oh, no, there we go. Knew I shouldn't have said anything. God damn it. Extra ammo will be stored in your stash. Stash. God damn it, Daniel, those poor ass jokes. I'm sorry, I have a really poor appetite for jokes. Appetite. Damn it, I was trying to do a bad joke and I fucked it up. Ah, well. Come on, load. Load, you goddamn heathen. Come on. There we go. The popular sewers. Popular. Right, they're very popular, these here sewers. Right. So that's the man we were taught. So Oswald Thatcher is safe. We now got to try and find that thug who was down here. Oh, hang on. There's some skulls here. And a rather dead man. Is that our mysterious thug? Hello. Oh, there you go. Is this our mysterious thug? The Ban of what? The Ban of the Dragon. Okay. Concerned Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, I would advise our members to be very wary about these so-called scholars. Yes, indeed, most of them are always affable and respectful whenever they approach us, but it would be quite unwise for a discreet circle like the Ascalon Club to foolishly speak about our goals, our members, or our traditions. I also would like to remind our fellow members that the Brotherhood itself is ancient enough to have some mysterious traditions. One of them, according to some informants, could be the ritual of the so-called Ban of the Dragon. It seems that in certain conditions, when the Brothers of St. Paul find a violent or bloodthirsty mortal, they call upon him this ban. What it is exactly, I don't know. Does it really exist? I don't know for sure either. What I've established as facts is that whenever a hostile or vindicated vampire has threatened London, it disappears without a trace after the Brotherhood pronounced a ban upon him. The loyal Fergal Bansher himself has never been foolish enough to openly provoke the Brotherhood. This lesson we must all remember. Never be considered a dragon by the Brotherhood. From the law of Ascalon by the Lord Redgrave founder. Something new there. Oh, I need a drink. Come here, right here. Lovely. Beware. What am I to beware of? There ain't nothing fearful ahead of me but a big old empty hole. Oh great, this room. Sword beast. Oh, what the fuck?
What sort of creature is this?
It's like a werewolf. Oh god. Why can't we have a vampire game without werewolves in it? So it's immune to werewolves, so it's immune to the physical. crocodiles in the sewers of London. Damn werewolves and hairy beasts. vampiric rat or something. Highly doubt it, but you never know. Reloading on this is bloody difficult. Especially when you try. Smell like a bed. Yes! First time. What the bloody hell were we? Oh, looks like a werewolf. Very twitching all over the place, so folks' corpse. Yeah.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
So, if you are sick, if you have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorifia and get help. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. Just find Darius Petrus's house and present this coupon. And then there's, I think, something in Latin.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel.
And then the blackmail plot against
What is
aliens.
Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Right, so we've got to find Nurse Crane. Night, thank you very much for watching, baby. Really love the support, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. That's us, X-Yacht. It's nearly time for me to go as well, so thank you definitely, for staying here for that long. Right. Right, so what I'm going to do is quickly just go to the camera and then we'll end it. So, right, let's just mute the volume for a moment of the game. And I'm going to take the headset off. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this next installment of Vampire. Once again, if you want to see the first video I did of this, just go to youtube.com/wolfreaper54 and go on my first impressions. It won't be on there tonight. I will put it on tomorrow, so you may have to wait for a little while, but it will be there along with this one, but on its own playlist. If it gets enough likes, then maybe I'll carry it on, and maybe we'll see some more of this. I definitely am enjoying it. I do like the whole aspect. It's not just combat based, it's more trying to investigate as well, like a doctor would, wanting to investigate his patient's, condition. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you did like this, don't forget to click on that heart above and show some love, and also turn on them notifications so you get notified of when I'm next going live. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I do go on Instagram a bit more than Twitter, so if you want to follow me, Instagram is your best bet, but that's where you can get more up to date on when I'm going live. You can also see some of my miniature pics. Let me know what you think of them. And if you want to follow me on YouTube, there's a link down below there as well. All my videos there, my first impressions, my playthrough of Fallout so far, some Battle Brothers and other little streams that I've done. And if you're interested, just subscribe there and ding that bell so you get notified of when my videos are coming out. But until then, guys, I've really enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.